Welcome fellow gamers, Freddy the Boss here, and today we're gonna talk about the best LMG in Battlefield 4. But before I get started, I wanna talk a little bit about the Lmg category in BF4. I'm really disappointed by all the LMGs in Battlefield 4, and I don't know why DICE did that, but none of the LMGs are really mobile. There is the QBB95 one, which has better hipfire accuracy, but the low RPM, it only has 650 RPM, and it's really low for you to reach when you run and gun. There's so many good mobile carbines like the AK5C, the ACE52, the SG553, the ACE21 CQB, that there's literally no reason for you to get an LMG and trying to run and gun. If you check the hipfire spreads for all the LMGs, it's literally horrible, unusable. There's no way you're gonna hipfire and outdamage somebody that is using a PDW or a carbine. Even if you put a laser sight on, the LMGs are so not mobile, it's like DICE made them for people to camp, like with a Bipod. Even the high damage LMGs, the PKP and the M240B that I was using yesterday and the other day all the time, they have horrible recoil and they're really inaccurate. There's no way you're gonna go in a one-on-one firefight in close quarters or you're gonna win. They become really fast and inaccurate, you become suppressed, and if you wanna kill somebody in long range, it's literally impossible because the recoil, even on PC, it's uncontrollable. I haven't seen anybody using a PKP or an M240B on console so far. I bet that support guys from Battlefield 3 that love their LMGs like myself are really disappointed right now, and everybody, including myself, is forced to use a carbine like the AK5C, which is amazing, the SG553, so many good carbines, the ACE52, the ACE21 CQB. So there's literally, if you want to run and gun, if you want to play TDM, domination, be aggressive in rush, and when you're attacking, it's literally impossible for you to use an LMG. DICE made them that way so you are able to use them only when you're defending in small maps in rush and you want to be really campy with a Bipod or something. Now that we got all that out of the way, let's talk about, guys, the best LMG, which is hands down, I'm gonna explain to you why in a little bit, the MG4. The MG4 shoots with 800 RPM along with the M249 SAW, which you get to unlock from the campaign, that's why I didn't choose it, and also has horrible horizontal drift, and that's really bad for long range kills. So that is why the MG4 compared to the M249 SAW is better. It has 200 bullets in the magazine because it's belt fed, I'm sorry. It shoots with 620 meters per second, that's the fastest bullet in the game along with the M98B. The vertical recoil is definitely on the high side at 0.4, but you can drop this to 0.3 using a muzzle brake, but you need to keep in mind that the LMGs in general are inaccurate, so the muzzle brake that decreases the accuracy will definitely affect your automatic fire in medium range. That's why you need to use the stab grip to increase a little bit the accuracy in automatic fire. But personally, I don't recommend shooting more than 15 bullets at once with the MG4. You need to stop a little bit to get that accuracy back. Now, if you want to go a little bit more long range with this weapon, you can use the angle grip, and actually works pretty cool with the MG4 because the MG4 doesn't have a first bullet recoil multiplier, so along with the muzzle brake that decreases the vertical recoil and the angle grip, you can get easily kills while bursting in long range. It's not that it's a DMR, but it's pretty decent. If you wanna go full auto with this weapon, you have to be in really close quarter situation, like your enemy must be like in 2 feet away from you or 3 feet away from you. But if the enemy has a really high RPM CQB weapon like the MP7 or the P90, he will destroy you, and that is guaranteed. Even if you put the laser sight on, that will give your position away and it will decrease the hipfire spread a little bit. It won't save your ass in close quarter situation because you need to be aimed down the side with this weapon, and generally all the LMGs, they are slow, they are inaccurate, and you need to be aimed down the side as they are really slow when you're trying to aim down the side. Now, another attachment you can definitely use with the MG4 is the Bipod, especially if you're playing PC or if you're playing in a 64-man server in a clusterfuck map like Operation Locker. It's not that I personally don't like using the Bipod because it's extremely campy. People like using claymores and Bipod and stay in a fucking room the entire game. That's not my playstyle. I wanna have my fast LMG and run around and mow down people and have 200 bullets in my mag. Now to recap really fast guys about the LMGs, they're not mobile as they used to be in Battlefield 4, so you need to play a little bit defensively when you're using an LMG. The MG4 is definitely the best one with 800 RPM, the recoil is a little bit on the upside, so you need to use the muzzle brake and the stub grip. And if you want to go a little bit further, like medium to long range, you need to use the angle grip. And there is always the Bipod option if you're playing really defensively in a small map like Operation Locker. So that was about it for today guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember to leave a like, and as always stay bows, I'm out.